Alright, welcome back, YouTube. Got Shay's found a little something other to play with there. Some type of moth. Yeah, I'll tell him what the hell that is. She's been aggravating the hell out of it though for the past couple of minutes. But one of my buddies asked me if I can suggest that I do a video on my irrigation, how I water my garden boxes. So that's what this video is about today. I have city water that goes inside the house, but when I put a sprinkler system in last year or year before last, whenever it was, I went ahead and had a well and a pump installed, so I don't have to pay for the water. And so I pretty much, my irrigation runs off of I know a lot of times when you look on YouTube, look on the internet rather, and look up drip irrigation, they always have you to hook it up to a, to the spigot from the house there, put a filter and pressure regulator and whatnot. So my system, although it has some similar components, it's just a little bit different. I got my T filter here, then it goes to another little smaller Y filter here. Comes down, goes into this valve box here. Inside this valve box I have four valves in it. The two of them go to drip irrigation. One's for the garden, the other one's for the hedges and palm trees and stuff I have in the front yard, and I landscaped around my mailbox. So that's what this third one here goes to there. This first one here to the left here, that goes to my garden area. So I'll go ahead and make sure that bad boy's open. Then it comes down on the ground, runs over this way toward the garden area, past my avocado tree. Then it comes up out of the ground here. Comes up, goes to this ball valve there. Then it comes over to another filter. Because when you're dealing with drip irrigation, it really needs to be fairly, clean water. Because the drip deals with really small holes, so they can easily get clogged up with debris and rocks and dirt and sand, gravel, or whatever your water may have if you're not dealing with city water. Yesterday, I was having an issue. Because I added some flowers. I added some irrigation to the area, that square area over there where my hibiscus plants are, and I believe now I have too much stuff on that one zone with the 25 psi regulator, pressure regulator. I don't think 25 psi was enough. I couldn't find a bigger one that was pipe thread. I found a 50, but it was a hose thread, and that won't work in my setup. So I went ahead and figured I'd give it a shot with just doing away with it altogether. So, and I kind of like the results, but I think I'm going to put another pressure regulator, but I'm going to get an adjustable one, so I can kind of fine tune it. But other than that, it goes from the Y filter, goes through that this new piping right here, which, like I said, that's where the pressure regulator used to go. Goes to I have a little leak here. I tighten that up. Goes to that union, and it goes down into the ground here. So we'll go ahead and crank it up. At the bottom of my Y fitting here, my Y filter, I put this ball valve here, but I think I'm gonna take this off because it gets to the point where it's really difficult to open. I'm afraid I might break something, because this plastic here isn't the toughest quality here. It's real, the threads are real delicate right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably just take that off, and whenever I want to bleed it out there, I have to come up with something else. But it goes under the ground, starts making its way over here somewhere in this general area. Underground it tees, and there's a line that runs to those 2 planter boxes where I got my Meyer lemon tree and the 4 hibiscus, and then it runs down to where I have the that oak tree is at. And I have drip emitters. Let's go around here. Trying to patch some holes I got in my lawn. It comes over here, it tees off, and it comes to this little riser here, which I don't know the name of it. I think I got it from Home Depot. I kind of like this one because it puts a adjustable valve at each one of the outlets. I believe it's an 8 outlet little retrofit head. I got a ball valve there. I painted everything black. Then I have the 1/4-inch tubing, runs all the way around, and to each plant I have I believe it's a 2 gallon an hour drip emitter, and I have one of those at each plant. At each corner here where I have the hibiscus. That one ain't doing too hot right here, but hopefully it'll come back around. I still have to decide what I want to put on my lemon tree here. I don't have anything set up here, and then I don't have anything set up for this white hibiscus here. I'm gonna hook up another separate little line there. I'm gonna run an emitter and put it in there. Then I have this one here. Then let's go back into the garden area. See, like I said, it tees off here, goes over yonder, then it comes up under my boxes. Then the 90s right here, it comes up. And I have a 90 on top of these landscape timbers. Then it comes over here, 90s up with a 1/2 inch. All this is 3/4 from the filter to here, and all of that going out there is all 3/4 inch. Then when it goes up to each separate box, I turned it into 1/2 inch with a ball valve, and I found these little retrofit heads here. I believe I found that from the Home Depot, which I believe if I ever change these out, I'm going to go to that same system I got over there around the hibiscus, because I kind of like the fact that each one has its own little separate valve. I kind of like that, because that way I can adjust it back. And then I go with these, I go with a fan type sprayer. I feel that gives me more water distribution here. I know typically what people use is in these raised garden boxes is the drip lines. Has a little, usually a 1/2 inch, that poly tubing, and it has a drip emitter. I believe it's like every 12 inches. You might be able to get them every 9 or 6 inches, but the ones they mainly sell are every 12 inches. And I personally don't like them, because I don't think it puts out enough water. For me, I like for the whole bed to be wet, and I feel everything is getting watered better that way. But that's just my personal opinion. And here's a different style here. I kind of actually like this one better, because it actually sprays out 90 degrees Whereas this one here, I don't know how it does it, but it's not quite, I'm sorry, not 90 degrees, 180, I'm sorry. This here is not exactly 180, it's more like 160 or something. I don't know what it is, but it doesn't quite get the corners just right. Whereas this little one here is actually 180 degree spray. And this is the only one that's a little different, because here I actually put in a sprinkler. That's a little micro sprinkler here. That's 2 of them there, and I use those along with some more sprayers, so everything gets watered. They got a lot of water coming out. There really ain't no spots being missed, so I'm probably going to I may be putting some more of those sprinklers, the micro sprinklers, in these other 2 boxes maybe. I know, like this one for example, you can get separate little 1/4-inch valves. That way you can control, I think these go to the sprinklers, small sprinklers. That way you can control each one individually. But that's pretty much about it. And, anybody have any questions, leave a comment below. Give it a thumbs up, thumbs down. Once again, it's Easter today, so happy Easter everybody, and thanks for watching. God bless.